Welcome to Toffee TV. These are my 3 talking points, 3 takeaways, whatever you want to call it. It's called 3 talking points, and these are my 3 talking points from Everton 2, Brighton Hove Albion 0. First one is Philip Jagielka. Philip Nicodeme Jagielka, or Jagielka, however he says it, or Jagielka, or I'm calling him Jags, because that's who he is to me. He'll always be Jags to me. Absolutely marvellous display today. Been out had an injury for a few weeks, but by far and above still our best centre-back. You know, and at 35, is that a worry? Possibly, yes. But, you know, for him to be 26 or 27, but he's just a magnificent defender. He led by example today. 1 tackles, 1 headers, his organisation, covered Michael Keane, covered Seamus Coleman, just put himself in there. The only thing, Phil, those little dink passes in the middle of the pitch, which if you give it away causes us problems, don't do that. Less of that. Less of that. But I just thought defensively he was brilliant today and showed us everything that what he is and what Ashley Williams isn't. You know, and his Everton career looked over 12 months ago, maybe a bit longer. Ronald Koeman was ready to let him go out the door last January 17, and he didn't want to go and he stuck around. And I remember he got in kind of a year ago, maybe February, till the end of the season. He was magnificent. And he's just a brilliant defender. Today, he was just absolutely brilliant. Yes, he'll face bigger tests, of course he will, but just to see him come back in to that back line and get, you know, we get a clean sheet, which we haven't had for a long time. I think it was West Brom away, the last clean sheet we had. So, you know, that was on Boxing Day, I think. So it's a long time, and Jagielka come in and was outstanding. And just the talking and the organisational bit, but the clearing, the mopping up, the going in and making sure we all defend as a team and as a unit. He was absolutely brilliant for me. So made up to see Jags back. Talking point number 2 is Leighton Baines. But my man of the match, absolutely outstanding display from Baines today. You know, for all those who said he's finished, whatever. Yes, we do need someone who's going to push him. We need a young, fast flyer of a left back maybe, or certainly someone who can get up and down regularly. Of course we do. We need that in the squad because we need to have as many good options as we can. But Leighton Baines is far from done as a footballer, and certainly a footballer for Everton. I think he's just a fantastic player. His left foot is marvellous. And it was a brilliant display from him. He's not played since the 4-1 defeat at Southampton in November, which was horrendous. One of the dark days of the season. And let's be honest, there has been quite a few dark days this season. But hey, he's back now, and he was absolutely magnificent today. He played a big part in both of our goals today. He makes the run on the outside. That creates the yard for Yannick Bolasie to come inside and throw the cross in, from which we score. And then the second goal is all about Baines again. Tosun chesting it off to him. And Baines just carrying it forward, knocking it in, getting it back. Takes it into the box, little pass to Cenk Tosun. Tosun bends it in. And love the little FIFA celebration from Tosun, the polishing of Baines' left foot, because it is that good. It's incredible what having someone with a left foot, how it opens the pitch up and how it made us able to attack from both wings. And we just looked so much better for it. There was an attacking intent from Everton today, probably for the first time this season. Yes, it was dictated to by the starting lineup, but everybody took that on. It was a big game today. There was a lot of pressure, but having them back and playing like that was brilliant. And Leighton Baines, my man of the match today, because I thought he was absolutely superb. And, you know, the only thing, should he have taken the ball off Wayne? I heard Sam Allardyce on the radio saying that's Rooney done now on pens. So it'll be between Baines, Cenk Tosun and Gylfi Sigurdsson from now on. So we'll see. But Baines is a wonderful penalty taker as well, don't forget. But there you go, he was just magnificent. So, yes, delighted to see Leighton back with his man of the match performance. My third point and final point is Cenk Tosun. You can't let this video end without talking about Cenk Tosun. Brilliant display today for me as a centre-forward, as a focal point, as a foil for the team. You know, in the air, won headers, took the ball in on his chest, kept hold of it like a proper centre forward does. Clever, you know, he's not the quickest. We know that. You know, he's never going to beat you in a foot race if you sliding balls through to him. But his movement's really good. You know, his touch is excellent. He's skillful. He gets away from players because his touch is good, and that is key. And that's what we need. We need that. We need him up and running. He's the man we've paid £27 million for. He's the man we've identified as someone who can score us goals, and he took his goal brilliantly. Yes, I've just spoke about on the last point how great Leighton Baines' run was and pass, but Tosin, just watch it again. Watch the way he gets it out of his foot and just bends it into Matt Ryan's top corner. You know what? It looked even better. It's fella on the radio saying, you know, we could have hit it better. I mean, it hit the bar for it went in. Mate, do you not know how goals look so much better when they hit the underside of the bar first? It's what it's all about. It's why the bar's there. It's not really, but it makes it look boss. Celebrate us scoring a goal that hits the underside of the bar and goes in. Unbelievable. But no, he was brilliant. And I think that the thing for me now, and the challenge for Everton now, is to get him more chances. He had one chance today and it's ended up the back of the net. He had one clear chance at Burnley last week and he scored. His other one was a header which he flicked wide. So we're at 66% conversion rate in the last 2 games of his chances, which is pretty good. So yeah, I was just really, really impressed with him today. He looked like he's capable of playing in the Premier League. He looks like he's adapted to the weather. Yes, Sam, not one of your finer moments. So yeah, really, really impressed with Tosin. If we can get people running and creating for him, I think he can get us a lot of goals. And it's really, what I really like about him is the hard work, the pressing from the front. He'd done lots of runs today that he knew he wasn't going to be rewarded for. Chased them when they were knocking it back, pressed the goalkeeper. And that's fantastic for getting it in the tank. Finished 90 minutes, which was really important for him as well today. I think that might be the first time he's finished 90 minutes, completed 90 minutes for us. So it just shows his level of performance. The lad works hard. He's not afraid to get in. He's not afraid to put his head in. He's not afraid to give you a little bit back. Like I say, he could be a good player for us. So on a day when I thought everybody had a good game for Everton, he was excellent. You know, and it was the 3 points I've talked about, the 3 players I've talked about, they were my top 3 for man of the match. And Cenk Tosun was in there, and hopefully that 2 goals in 2 games will give him the confidence, you know. We can go to Stoke next week and hopefully create some chances for him to get us a win on the road, a win away from home, which is what we need. So they're my 3 talking points. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Anything you've got to add to that. Don't forget to check out the Instant Match Reaction. Check out Ped's Instant Match Reaction and his player ratings. Be interesting to see what he made of the victory today. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It takes a second. If you want more videos, join us on Patreon. And for all you Blues, enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's been a pretty good Saturday so far. Enjoy, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the weekend. Bounce into work on Monday morning, or whatever you're doing on Monday. Bounce in like Conor McGregor. Give it all that. And you probably won't see my arms because there'll be something around this. But hey, you knew what I was doing. Have a great weekend. See you soon on Toffee TV.